Kiss Now Podcast. Where you at? Oh, you right here with us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's your boy DarnellSparrow, aka Yo Bad Superman, aka MC Gusto, with your boy the Notorious Antoine Smooth, aka the real Von Nell Hill, aka now are you dead, Mike? Or you Stab Master Austin?
Shit, let me be dead, Mike. She was Stab
Have
Master
you-
Austin. That's how you know you got the big brother in the group.
Now,
He could
if
be
y'all don't
Stab
get that,
Master.
now if y'all don't get that reference, shame on y'all.
Right.
Very shame on y'all. But how is everybody doing? Hope y'all having a great week. But gotta start the show off a little different. Gotta address a little something real quick before we get into the Royal Rumble predictions. Last week, we at the beginning of the show we put in memory of Jay Briscoe. For those who don't know, Jay Briscoe did pass away, unfortunately, in a car accident. It shocked the wrestling world. Everybody was talking about it, and I let Smooth know that out of respect, we wasn't gonna talk about it.
Right.
We, like I said, we put the in memory of up. We wasn't gonna talk about it, and the reason why I did that, and this is where I got questioned. I questioned about this. Why we didn't talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
We're a podcast. Why we didn't talk about it. And I'm going to tell you why I chose not to do it. Number one, I didn't want to be repetitive. And I say that because I didn't want to just say, I didn't want to sound like the fan, the average fan. Didn't know Jay Briscoe. Seen him wrestle a couple times when they were in New Orleans. And that was pretty much it. I didn't want to get on here and say, he was a good father, which I'm very confident he was, but I don't know that. I don't want to say the things that I've heard instead of, I'd rather say the things that I know. So that's why I said, you know what? I'm going to let those who know him, who worked with him, who's had more of a relationship with him, I'd rather let them do that. So that's why I chose to just keep it at the in memory of at the beginning of the show. So it's not like I was being disrespectful because I wasn't.
Right.
But the fact that somebody wanted to question me on that, I thought that was a little ridiculous. Number one.
Right. Because see, some of the fans, they see the character on TV. They see Jay Briscoe. They don't see Jamin, They don't see that character. They see the Jay Briscoe character. See, that's that they get it confused sometimes with the
Right.
real person. Yeah.
Right. And that's why, when they use that term mark, that's real.
Right.
A lot of people take this way too serious. And like I said, if you go on YouTube and shout out to Tony Khan and Ring of Honor, they have the tribute to Jay Briscoe on YouTube, 3 hours long, where they show the matches that was taped. I believe it was after Rampage. I believe
it was after Rampage, yeah.
And then they show some classic matches. They had wrestlers that was on there, like I said, that knew him, that spent time with, that had that relationship with him.
Right.
That's what was for. I mean, me coming on here and just saying he was a great wrestler. I mean, yeah, we all knew that.
Right.
I mean, like I said, had I met him, if I had at least one conversation with him, that would have been different. Like I said, got the opportunity to see him wrestle. Got to see him wrestle as world champion. And that was awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, I will leave stuff like that, like to his friends, his family. and let them continue to, carry his legacy on. But if you haven't seen the tribute to Jay Briscoe on YouTube, definitely go see it. It was wonderfully done.
Absolutely
Worth
free.
time. Um, go to the Ring of Honor shop. They have the Jay Briscoe shirts.
Yeah,
All
reach
the
for the sky.
proceeds, yeah,
Hmm.
all the proceeds go directly to his family. I'm definitely gonna get one.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one too.
Let's see what else. Um, I know I was promoting the Wildcat show that happened last week. I want to give you some updates on that. There's actually two things I want to mention. I want to give you the results from that event. And I feel yeah, because now I can't find the results. So give me 1 second on that. 1 second here. Okay, here we go. This was from the John Curtis event that happened on January 21st, and it had some other matches that I there was one match that I two match that I didn't mention. It was the Wildcat tag team match, and there was a match I believe um like a dog match, so to speak, or a warm up match. But here we go. So Suge White defeated Eddie Vero. We had Danny Flamingo, the Dalmatian sensation, defeated Chris Steeler. Matt Lancey and Ryan Davison ended in a no contest due to interference from Chris Steeler. In the ladies' contest, Shiva defeated Killer Kate. We had Slime Season, the Wildcat Sports Tag Team Champions, retaining their tag team titles by defeating The Cause, Max Bain and Roger Mendez. And we had Matt Lancey and Ryan Davison defeating Chris Steeler and B.D. Browley. We had PJ Hawks defeating Jace Valor. We had Chuck Devine retaining his Wildcat Revolution Championship against the Wildcat Revolution Rumble winner, Rhett Titus. And we had Brady Pierce defeating Trevor Murdoch to become the brand new Wildcat Sports Heavyweight Champion. So congratulations to the new champion, which leads me into my next piece of business dealing with Wildcat, which it looks like I'll be heading to New Orleans in March.
Okay.
March 3rd, Friday night, Wildcat is going back to Southport Hall. They're doing a special version of X-Rated. Now, if you remember the last time I went to X-Rated, I talked about it heavy. This is the 21 and over event. Remember the last time I went to X-Rated, I talked about how Ryan Davison and Trevor Murdoch fought all over the building. Talked about how Shane Taylor almost, not literally, so don't think of it this way, he literally killed the kid. But the kid, he issued the challenge. He wanted to fight. And Shane Taylor damn near killed him. We got an upset that night. Hawk Erie lost their Wildcat Tag Team Championships. And one of those guys that was in that match is now the new Wildcat Sports Heavyweight Champion. That night was the night that Chuck Devine became the Revolution Champion. Tickets have not gone on sale as of yet. They will be available soon. But I will give you more details on that when it happens. But Friday night, March 3rd, Southport Hall, Wildcat Sports will be coming back. Now, I'm gonna paint you a picture about Southport Hall. If you look at it on the outside, it looks like somebody's house.
Hmm.
You walk in it, it's like an open area, have bars, open area has stage, It's like a little mini concert hall. This is a place where Fosse performs. So Chris Jericho performs here in that place.
Okay.
It's like a house, and there's like a electrical, I guess, facility there. Is uptown New Orleans. If you're not thinking about it, you wouldn't know what that place is. But it's a popular spot, especially for young up and coming bands to go.
Yeah.
And now they have wrestling. But like I said, I will give you more details as it gets close. But it looks like I'll be heading to the Big Easy in March. And that definitely works for me. But I gotta ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on with John Moran Shannon show? What's going on with that? Because ever since that happened, the Grizzlies ain't been looking so good.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Shannon, he sometimes they say you don't lead the hood, the hood, they talked about how, you leave the hood, but the hood is still in you. Yeah. Well, Shannon showed that big time. Now, he had T.I. on his club Shay Shay, and T.I. asked him, they were drinking some cognac. He said, "You sure you ain't drink this while you went over there?" And he said, you supposed knowing you supposed to be moving some furniture around there. But I don't know, man.
Let me tell you something. Now, but that sweater he had on.
Right. Looked like he had the Grizzly colors on.
Right.
It looked like.
Now I know they showed at the end, I guess he made a move with D. Moran daddy. He went on the show and apologized. Yeah. That was, come on.
Yeah, man, Shannon stayed talking. So Shannon stayed talking about Memphis like they ain't about nothing and all that. And he's a LeBron fanboy.
And he country. So what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I said, what are you talking about? You country, and you go by Shay Shay.
You go club
grown man.
Shay Shay. Still got grown. He'll have the black and mild in his mouth. Yeah.
This is what you sound like. Skip. Come on, Skip.
Come on, Skip.
I'm like, no.
Right.
Don't do that. We not gonna do that, Shannon.
Yeah, I hope they bounce back from this because they've been looking terrible. I know they play Minnesota.
And they should have not lost last night.
No, they shouldn't have. They was in the lead, and then they just let them come back. I don't get it. Yeah.
Because I watched that against Golden State. I'm like, how they let him lay that up? Mm-hmm. They should took it to overtime, but I think they'll get. I mean, they still got a good record. They were 31-18 or something like that. I think they'll be fine.
Yeah,
I think they'll be fine. But let's talk about the Royal Rumble.
Well, before we get to that, I would say before we get to that, I just got a text here. Wait a minute. Notorious One had a good time last night. GTD. Anyway, so now what you were saying?
Yeah, you might what Martin say? Anything you want to tell us, Tommy?
I'll say this. Yeah, I was with girl last night. We had a good time.
I just want to say this. Now, are you trying to bring the pimping back in your name? Now, for those who don't know what I mean, because back in the day when he was married, he was pimping Antoine Smooth.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Are we trying to bring the pimping back?
Maybe we getting there, but
are we trying to bring the
like being notorious?
Right. Are we trying to bring the boas back and all that?
I mean, yeah, we get close to that, but I like that Notorious One.
I was trying to bring you. I was trying to upgrade you a little bit. If you want the pimping back,
I can get. I mean, we'll talk about it. I mean, that's cool. You want to bring pimping back? That's fine. She just text me, tell me she had a great time. Then, oh,
No, not the GPD.
and for that, y'all know,
Now
yes.
now for the kids. He got them dollars. He got them dollars.
Yeah,
But we
yeah,
talking
he
about
got the
money.
dollars. Yeah, yeah. So,
He got the dollars. I don't know what she got, but he got the dollars.
right.
Now if y'all smart enough for anybody over 35, y'all know what we meant.
Yeah.
Now if you don't know, go ask. You don't. Oh, y'all kids, y'all don't know. Go ask your mama. I'm sure she'll tell you. And if she say don't worry about it, then don't worry about it.
Just don't worry about it. Just leave it alone. But
yes.
Yeah, man, I don't mind bringing the pimping back. I mean, sure. But
I mean, we could bring them back every now and then. You know, the pimps don't die.
No, you're right on that. Now, you know, some people got two nicknames, so
yeah. There it is.
There you go. Notorious one pimping, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Because can't remember, he was a pimp named Slickback.
Right, and you had to say the whole name like a Tribe Called Quest.
Yes.
You just couldn't say a Called Quest. You had to say a Tribe Called Quest. So even they told you that.
Yes.
Yeah. So
y'all better recognize. But let's talk about the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, let's get to that. Let's talk.
Royal Rumble been around for the longest.
Since 1988.
1988. Now, what was one of your things? This is the 36th annual. 36. That's just, and we've been around for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I can say I was actually at a Royal Rumble. I was at
what you talking about. Yeah.
I was at the 2001 Royal Rumble in New Orleans.
That's the one Stone Cold won, right?
Yep, that was the ladder match. Benoit Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
That was Angle Triple H for the title.
Right.
I mean, great show. That was Drew Carey was in the Rumble.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, one Honky Tonk Man was in it too.
Honky was in there too. Yeah.
He got the guitar smashed over his head.
Mm-hmm.
What is the pros and cons over the years about the Rumble? What is about the Rumble that you like? What is about that you don't like?
Well, I like, like I said, now the con. Now I'm gonna start with the con. Sometimes it can run a little too long. Not to say we need to go on and hurry it up, but sometimes it runs a little too long. But there was, I think the 40th one, the 40 Rumble was kind of long.
Yeah,
I didn't think they didn't need a 40 one. No. Just keep it traditional, keep it 30.
Yes.
Yeah,
trial and error. And
right.
on top of that, they let Alberto Del Rio win that.
Right. I think that con was the 40 Rumble. Now the pro is, you get a shot at the title at WrestleMania. That's cool. I think they started that when 94. The 94 Rumble. Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I think one of the pros and cons. I think one of the pros and cons for me is that, like you said, they're not consistent with the time. Like you said, some go quick. Like the last few years, it's been going by pretty quick.
Yeah. Keep it.
I think one of the cons, like I give an example, the one that Batista won, that the one that Daniel Bryan should have won, and Batista got booed out the building.
Yeah.
They should have just I don't know what they was thinking about. They should have just went with the crowd. Why did you let Batista win that?
They gonna be with Daniel anyway. Yeah.
And didn't Daniel Bryan win the title anyway?
He won. Yeah.
Didn't make a lick of sense. All that he still won the title.
He should just won the Rumble and then win the title. That's all they had to do.
I get another one I didn't like. The last one that Triple H won when he won the title.
That was his last title
when
run?
He screwed Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
That was unnecessary. I got the point of it, but that was unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
That was like when Vince won it. That was
I
almost like
that I understood. You know, him and Stone Cold was feuding
yeah,
at the time.
right.
Yeah, then he took it away from him. Yeah.
That's why I said I understood why he won it,
Yeah.
but he
But
didn't
yeah,
really need to.
he didn't need to. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
But but what was the best Rumble?
You may agree with me on this one. I think this may be your favorite one too. I'm gonna say the 92 one.
Oh
92
yeah.
Rumble.
Oh yes.
That
Oh yeah.
was
90,
unique
yes.
because it was for the belt. Like, huh? The winner wins the title. Yeah.
And nobody expected Flair to win it at 3.
Right.
Nobody saw that coming. In spite of the fact that Hogan was in it
Right.
and Flair won it, come on. That's when you
I'm
had
gonna
all the heavy hitters was in it.
right.
Flair, Savage,
You had Kerry
Piper,
Von Erich in there.
Sid, all the heavy hitters was in it. You know who was gonna win it?
Right. I think
Yeah,
that's the one where Sid eliminated Hogan, and that's
yeah,
what started that feud going. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And that's when Hogan
And
and
Sid
Hogan
was a
pulled,
baby face. Yeah.
yeah, and he was slowly converting.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Hogan was grabbing him from the outside.
Yeah. I remember
Yeah,
that funny moment where Kerry had Ric Flair in the corner and he did the discus punch. He kept hitting him, and then he hit him with the discus punch, and Ric Flair did the flop. You know, normally when you get hit with the discus punch, you know you just get laid out.
right.
But he did the flop. Yeah. He walked right into the middle of the ring and just dropped down.
Like I said, like the one that Rey Mysterio won. Now we know why he won it.
Yeah,
Did you?
That was because of Eddie,
Now,
right?
you think you think they would have done that? Hey,
if Eddie was alive, if Eddie was alive, they wouldn't have done that. They did that because Eddie.
It was a sympathy win.
Yeah, it was sympathy. Yeah.
If that's the case, why you let Chavo win it?
Exactly.
If you really wanted to go there,
mm-hmm.
and boost his career,
right?
Excuse me, because he was family. I mean, granted, Ray was the biggest star.
Mm-hmm.
But see, one thing about this one that's disappointing. One, we don't even have a full 30 man or woman call. Who's gonna be in it?
I guess I think majority is gonna be surprises, like as usual. I like now that's another pro about the Royal Rumble is the surprise entrance. But they got to make sense though. We don't want to see no Santinas and all that. No, that was dumb.
Now let's talk about that. Let's talk about the men.
Okay.
With the men, they have 16 of the 30 as of right now. Right now we have Kofi Kingston, Santos Escobar, Ricochet, Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley. Which, by the way, that is the most unluckiest dude on planet Earth when it comes to titles. We'll talk about that in a minute. We got Baron Corbin, Rey Mysterio, Gunther, Cody Rhodes, Omos. We got Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, Karrion Kross, and announced today via YouTube Dominic Mysterio.
That's interesting.
I'm waiting for them to change his name to XCOM Dom. I'm waiting for him to do it. It's coming.
You think so? XCOM Dom.
It's coming.
Oh Lord.
Because you know, everybody loving him now.
Yeah. Talking about he did them 24 hours and he done toughed it out. He said he did some hard time. Okay, big boss man.
For real. I'm like, what you gonna do next? You say you met Nail's son in there?
Right. Oh, please don't give him no idea.
and that's funny. Nails, he had that voice, but in real life, his voice was so high pitched.
Yeah.
And And as far as we went so far, got 16 in there. Good start so far.
Yeah. Have the rest of them gonna be surprises.
Here we got.
And you're gonna get an example of that. You got an example of that Monday at the Raw 30. You know who's gonna be in it.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm hoping we get some returns. I hope we get some NXT guys get a chance to be in it.
Oh yeah.
Get some NXT. Definitely gonna get some returned. I'm thinking. I hope Edge is in it.
Yeah.
Hope Edge is in it. Let's see. Especially if the Judgment Day is in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's funny. Out of all the members of the Judgment Day, Dominic's the only one.
Right.
So that's interesting. I'm hoping we get to see Zack Ryder because he trademarked Zack Ryder.
Oh, he did.
He put in for the trademark, so they both might be coming back. We might see them both.
Now, is he said he ain't doing the radio thing.
It's
gonna be Zack
ready.
Ryder, but Matt Cardona.
Yeah, he gonna be always ready.
Yeah.
That always ready thing, that's him.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm surprised they didn't mention Brock Lesnar because you know he's gonna be in it.
Oh yeah, Brock gonna be in it.
You know Brock gonna be in it, especially if Gunther's in it.
Mm-hmm. That just set them up for WrestleMania. Hopefully that happens.
And speaking of Brock, he gonna keep on with Lashley. Lashley gonna kill him.
I'm telling you, that's why MVP finna come in. He finna bring back the Hurt business.
Lashley, he gonna piss Lashley off one too many times. And we're gonna get to Elimination Chamber. He gonna kill him.
Mm-hmm.
And Lashley gonna get his win back.
And you think that's when they start back
to
the Hurt business?
He gonna get him, or they gonna do something, or he gonna get him at he ain't gonna get him at Mania. Cause they ain't gonna let Gunther go over, unfortunately. But then again, you never know.
Yeah.
You'll know one way or another he gonna get him. If he don't get him Elimination Chamber, he gonna get him at Mania. He gonna get him. He gonna get even.
Yeah, because you know why he having bad luck. It's gonna be to the point now he gonna have to go to MVP.
Yeah, you can't win the U.S. title.
Yeah, because Shelton and Cedric already on board. I think Omos is too.
But I saw something interesting. I don't know if you saw it. Mm-hmm. Somebody had a picture done. Well, it had MVP.
Oh yeah.
It had Lashley. It had Omos. It had Shelton. It had Cedric, and it had the Street Profits.
Mm-hmm.
I'm digging that.
This would be a good way for Montez to turn heel and kind of be that single.
Yes.
Type. Well, not to say they break up. I'm talking about they still be a team, but Montez gonna want to go single and still be a team too. You know, they've done that before. Yeah. That'll be something to see. Heel Street Profits.
And think about it, when that draft comes, you could have the Hurt business on separate brands.
Yeah. It's kind of like a chapter.
Yeah.
They have a chapter of the Hurt business here and one here. Yeah, I got you. Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as the women go, as of right now, they only have 7. 7. Liv Morgan, Candice LeRae, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, Shayna Baszler, Zelina Vega, and Emma.
I know Ronda gonna be in it too.
Well, she already said she's not gonna be there.
Oh, she's not? Okay.
She's already said.
I
think they're shifting gears
with her. What I think they need to do with her though, they need to do is put her and Shayna as a tag team.
That's her goal. She said that. She said that in an interview. She wants her and Shayna to go to those women tag belts. So don't be surprised You see that happen at me. I wouldn't be surprised. She's done with she's done with the women's title.
Yeah, because see, in that way, she won't have to do as much.
Exactly.
And then let Shayna pretty much take over the team. So yeah.
Now, had a discussion. And yes, we're gonna talk about the other matches. That we're gonna get the Rumble part out the way and get it out the way.
All right.
So I jumped ship a little bit. And everybody was shooting, saying that Rhea Ripley's gonna win. To me, she has the bigger chance. To me,
of course, yeah.
I said I threw a dark horse in there. Why not Raquel Rodriguez?
Yeah.
That's the big story they're trying to make.
Yeah.
But then I read something the other day that could probably throw a wrench in everything. See, they was talking about Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's Championship at Mania.
I would love to see that.
Now, notice what I just said.
All right.
Becky Lynch
and Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. But here's the caveat to that. Becky Lynch will be the Raw Women's champion. So then I started reading some. So I was reading some more. They was looking at having Charlotte and Bianca Belair at Mania. So that's interesting.
Yeah, they can go different ways with this. They really
could. I thought about this because it looks like, and now we can start talking about the matches. So I'm looking at the card. It looks like they took off Charlotte and Sonya Deville. What if Charlotte got into that Royal Rumble and won it?
Wouldn't surprise me.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise.
Because since they canceled that, then Charlotte definitely gonna be in the Rumble. There's no question. Yeah.
And I said if she's in it and Bianca throws her out, because I think what happened on Raw kind of set that up. I wasn't thinking about it.
They were friendly or whatever. Yeah.
I didn't think about it until it didn't really hit me then until I read that article afterwards. I said they might pull the trigger on this. But the question is, who will go over though? So Bianca will win three main events in WrestleMania? They're gonna take the title right back off Charlotte?
All right.
That'll be the $1 million question. Or have Ronda screw her over?
That could happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get into the match that they do have. Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship. What is the fascination with them trying to put Alexa Bliss with Bray Wyatt again?
I guess they're trying to make, it was, near the end of that when he was feud with Randy Orton, it kind of was a disaster. But I guess Triple H is trying to fix that now.
Because people see, because I know I didn't forget because she turned on him at Mania.
Which didn't make sense.
Exactly.
Remember now, this when Vince was running it.
Right.
Now, but see Triple H at the helm, this is gonna make a little more sense. With this, what they doing now it's making a little more sense. Because Alexa, she even said in the interview, her and Bray, she said this is the most fun I've ever been doing, since being here. So she wanted to do it again, I guess. Yeah,
but see, this time they're gonna have to take their time though. They gotta, if Triple H doing it, they gotta take their time and tell it correctly. They gotta pretty much go back to the beginning. They gotta start from WrestleMania. You gotta go back to at least WrestleMania. What happened? What happened? Why did she turn? They got to start it from there and explain it and just kind of walk it down. Blame it on Uncle Howdy.
Right, I was about to say that. Yeah, and see what Uncle Howdy got to do with this. Right.
That's what you got to do. You got to select. And then once if they tell it right, it could be brilliant. Because right now, it started getting a little soggy at first. Because like he hasn't wrestled yet. But when that Firefly Funhouse came back, I was like, there we go.
Mm-hmm. And
I was like,
now,
okay.
You know, I was about to,
You know it got good when my kids came out the room. Because my kids, they love the Firefly Funhouse.
Mm-hmm.
My kids came button out, Daddy!
Yeah.
And I got a couple of them puppets in this house somewhere.
Yeah, because
let me tell y'all something. One quick thing. I'm gonna tell you again about that Uncle Howdy match. If you buy that Uncle Howdy match, first of all, that match is $50.
Mm-hmm.
And that match is heavy. That ain't no plastic bend and break or nothing like that. That is a thick mass. Yeah. And that thing is creepy in person. Yeah. So don't let what you see on TV fool you. Get it in front of you. That match is creepy. But go ahead.
Now I was saying, when you look at the subliminals in that Firefly Funhouse. Remember when Bray was talking about the darkness and the pitch black and all that? Then they cut to Uncle Howdy, say, I told you so, so. You know, they said all you needed was a little push. So that's telling me when Bray said whatever walks through that door, that's your problem. Which means that he bringing the Fiend back.
Which is a segue into the Mountain Dew pitch black match.
Right, sponsored by Mountain Dew. This match here, pitch black.
If you haven't had the pitch black drink, it is quite delicious. I will say, very hard. Because I had bought a couple of Mountain Dews, and they said if you get the Mountain Dew, you get 2 Mountain Dews, you get the pitch black free. They ran out of the pitch black, so I had to get this other new drink called Starry. Tastes like 7-Up and a Sprite mix. Wasn't great, but it was whatever. But
then shout out to LA Knight for now. You know, now he being in commercials now that he truly deserves being now the star that he was intended to be. Now he's doing commercials. You know, his personality is really oozing out of these commercials that he's doing.
Yes.
You know, so I know you happy being a fan of his for a long time.
Yes.
So
when he
I know you was happy.
The day he turned heel, when he was in Impact, when him and Drew McIntyre, when they were all baby faces, the day he turned heel was the day I became a fan.
Yeah. And now he's doing commercials. You know, now because their match is sponsored by Mountain Dew Pitch Black. He did the commercial for it. And then Bray did it. Yeah.
And it's supposed to be no disqualification. False kind of supposed to have some type of pitch, some type of light.
Lights out.
It's supposed to be weird. I'm pretty sure it's not cinematic.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, but yes,
I'm a spotlight. Sure. I think they'll have a spotlight on them.
Yeah, probably have like the color of the pitch black drink.
Yeah. So the crowd can see them with the spotlight on them.
I just want to know, are we going to get a new version of the Fiend? Because remember, last time we saw the Fiend, he wasn't looking too good.
Yeah, could be. Could be. We'll see.
And then, and what I will say, I hope when this is over, he can get past this. And he can go feud with somebody else, and we could really see. Because if you're not a fan of LA Knight, I don't care if you love baby faces. Do me a favor. Go back to Impact. Go look at his interviews. Go look at his promos at Impact. Go look back to his talk show he had on there.
Mm-hmm.
Go look at when he had the buzzer that said "Dummy, yeah." His Facts of Life segments. Go look at those.
Mm-hmm.
Go back, and yes, he was a former Impact World Champion. So go back and look at he was world champion. Dude was money.
Yeah. And he still says
I
that quote.
think I will say I'm gonna take credit for this.
You gonna take credit.
I'm gonna take credit for what I'm about to say.
Oh boy. I got to hear this.
I'm gonna take credit for this. I believe it was the last WrestleMania that it was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Because you remember that picture I took with Eli? You remember the picture I took with him, right?
Yeah.
What did I have in my hand? That picture we took
was the button, the dummy button.
No, the picture we took together. I had my NXT title. He wasn't even.
Yeah.
That had the NXT title, and it looked like because I took a picture and it looked like he was taking it from me. He wasn't even in NXT yet. He was still in Impact.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh man, what did he have in his
I
hand?
wanted that credit. I predicted it before it happened.
That he was going there.
That he was going.
Yeah.
The only thing didn't happen, he didn't win the NXT title, but I predicted it before it happened. And I sent him that picture. And I remember I put it in his DMs. He never responded, but I put in his DMs. I said, this is going to happen. And it happened. So I'm taking some credit for that.
Okay.
So all y'all welcome. I predicted he was coming and he came. Y'all welcome.
I guess the reason he didn't respond back because it was true.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Like, you know what? He right.
So I ain't no dummy for that one.
Right.
I'm taking credit for that one.
Right.
Because the picture is right there.
Proof is in the pudding. That's right.
That's right. Like Telly used to say.
Yep.
I predicted, you predict, he will come. And he did.
Yeah, he did.
And he became, well, for what it's worth, he became $1 million champion. So that's a consolation.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. I wish they would have rolled with that longer.
Right, because him and Cameron had a pretty decent rivalry.
Yeah, he did. And it worked with him. He looked good with that $1 million belt.
Yeah.
Because him and DiBiase could have really did something.
Yeah, they could have.
And speaking of DiBiase, what the hell was he wearing?
I don't know what DiBiase was wearing.
That is the
yeah, because these suits were questionable at the Raw 30.
That was
Ric Flair's.
That was Theodore DiBiase right there.
Right. It was the same like Ric Flair's what he had on.
Ric Flair thought he was still in that Ric Flair drip video.
Yeah.
That's his thing
with Migos, yeah. He loved the Migos, boy. When he said he loved doing that video. Yeah.
He never got past it. Yeah, them African suits. Oh,
yeah.
That's his thing now.
They were showing each other their Rolexes and everything. Yeah.
I'll tell you this. That is definitely not Michael's of Kansas City.
No.
That's Craig from Compton. Right there.
Right.
That is Leroy from LA something. That is not Michael's of Kansas City.
No, so
that is the back of somebody's truck. I'm like, you stole that. You went from a old pimp and just got it revamped up on the current year.
Right.
Because you was pimping, no pun intended.
Right. You was still singing Ric Flair drip woo on him, you know.
I'm surprised the shoes didn't match the suit. Right. Like you just went all the way around.
Yeah, you had a hard time holding them alligators down.
Yes. Let's see what we got. We already talked about the rubber matches. We got the Universal title match, undisputed Universal title match. Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, the test. It's Saturday.
Yeah, we're gonna determine now where he lies.
I will say that trial for Sami Zayn was brilliant.
Oh, that was out. Yes. Oh, absolutely. I put that right up there with "It's Your Life" with the Rockin' Mankind.
Yes.
That was brilliant.
And I dare y'all. I could see. I know I don't see none of y'all, but I see some of y'all looking like with the face. Yes, that was brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant.
Especially when Solo was about to put it on him and
Jay,
jumped in.
because he was against him the whole time being there. But he proved himself. I thought he proved himself at War Games.
Yes.
But no, according to Roman, that's not enough. He took bullet after bullet after bullet.
And some of
That
those I
wasn't
didn't even
enough.
and some of
Yeah,
those I didn't even think about. I'm like, damn, he right.
yeah, and that wasn't enough.
And then the funny part, Paul Heyman was putting him under the bus. And he
Yep.
still got past that.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you know when he called him Schmooly, he dissing him.
Oh yeah.
That's a diss. Schmooly, he's dissing him.
Right.
But
And
he don't know that.
they pulled a Macho Man and Hogan. You know what he doctored the footage. You know how when Hogan said, I love Elizabeth and cut it off.
Yeah.
Now you know when Sammy was walking into the camera, he bumped into Roman. Now he tried to say that he trying to assaulting him. That was just like when Macho Man did what Hulk talking about. When Hulk said, "I love Elizabeth," he said, "Hulk Hogan, you love Elizabeth."
Oh, that was that. Let me tell you something. To me, that was one of the best back and forths. I could watch that all day long.
Right. Sammy said
all
he had
day.
no defense, but Jay was like, "Hold up, he took bullets for us."
No,
Sammy was about to give up then and there.
yeah,
Roman said, "Wait a minute, you don't have a defense? You're not fighting for this? You know what, Solo? Take care of him." Yeah.
And notice, know the part I like?
Mm-hmm.
He was about to take it like a G.
He was gonna take it like a G.
He ain't run. He ain't ducking. He's about to take it like a G.
He kind of closed his eyes a little bit. Yeah.
He like, all right, come on.
Okay. I'm gonna show y'all. And
now the question is, what he gonna do?
that's
I got two predictions.
Okay.
I'm thinking when Roman tell him to do something, I'm thinking he gonna want to do it, but he ain't gonna have the heart to do it. He's not gonna do it. He did it once at Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he gonna crack again. I don't think he gonna have the heart to do it. And then Roman is gonna have to finish him.
So that'll be excuse me, that'll be the end, you saying.
I think they gonna get him. Mm-hmm. I think Roman gonna get him.
Yeah.
But he gonna try. He gonna set up like he gonna do it. But it's like his heart just won't let him. Like he gonna see Kevin just beat up and brutalized. He gonna see it in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And he ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, it's getting this is genius here. Absolute genius. This is the best. We said this already, but I'm gonna say this again. This is the best work that Sammy has done so far in his career.
Yes.
Career, y'all. I'm even going back to the El Generico days.
You know, and the El Generico thing, we knew how good he was.
Right.
But you add these promos, and you see all these different versions of him.
Right.
Come on. You know, man, when you made Johnny Knoxville look good.
Right. That's saying something there.
And you did it at Mania. You made that whole gimmick match. He made the whole gimmick match because he sold everything so perfect.
And I was very surprised. I was there, and I was very surprised. I was like, wow, this was actually a good match.
Now, let's go back for a second. And we praising Sami Zayn. And we talked about this too. And let's take Cody Rhodes out of the equation.
Okay.
Why can't Sami Zayn win the Rumble? What would be the reason he shouldn't win the Rumble? Let's take Cody Rhodes out. Let's say Cody Rhodes wasn't even in the match.
Okay.
Why can't Sami Zayn win the Rumble? What would be your reason why he shouldn't?
Oh man, that's a tough one now. Oh my God. The thing with why he shouldn't win it?
Why he shouldn't win it? We're gonna do should too, but I want to get the shouldn't part out.
Man, that is a good question there. Now I got the why he should. Now, why he shouldn't? I don't think I can't come up with anything. Man. Now, if he did win it, for example, then that Roman gonna be upset about that. So, but likelihood he's not. It could be due to Solo or whatever. I'm thinking. I want to say because of Solo. Because Solo, anytime Roman, he don't acknowledge Solo like that. But he didn't. Well, when he told Solo to do that, he went on and tried to do it. Remember?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I'm thinking it could be doing the Solo, take him out of Roman's orders or whatever, make sure Sammy don't win or whatever. But I don't know.
But here's my thing:
you probably got one better than I do, but yeah.
And why he shouldn't win it?
Yeah.
He shouldn't win it because of the fact that it was very easy. Actually, he shouldn't win the Rumble because of confidence. They don't have the confidence in him to put the title on him.
Then he wouldn't need it
for this to make the complete the story. He would have to. Like I said, we taking Cody Rhodes out the equation.
Right. I got you. Right.
Cody Rhodes don't even exist. He never showed up. He never coming back. If somebody had to dethrone him, Sami Zayn would have had to been the one to do it. You talk about closing a book on something. Yeah. Out of all the people that should have took down Roman Reigns, he was in house all that time. Yeah. All these great people: Rollins, Cena, Strowman, Cesaro, Triple H,
yeah.
Undertaker, Brock. You mean to tell me, but Jay Uso, you mean to tell me out of all those people he fought, Sami Zayn was the one to do it?
Yeah.
But they wouldn't put that much confidence in him. So that's why he wouldn't win the Rumble. That's why. Because it wouldn't make sense. You have him win the Rumble and he can't win the title. What was the point?
Yeah.
Is that Batista theory? If you're gonna make him win that Rumble, you better put the title on him.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And you talk about if that would just think about it. If that story even happened, do you know Sami Zayn could never go back heel after that? He can never go back.
There's no turn back. No.
You dethrone Roman Reigns? You.
Oh yeah, he's forever babyface.
It's almost like he was a spy for Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
That was a setup the whole time.
All did the setup the whole time. He was just a spy. Yeah. Kevin Owens spy. Yeah.
And nobody saw it coming. Do you know? And that's a story. And like he basically shut down the bloodline in-house.
And
now Roman don't trust nobody. He don't trust Jimmy. He don't trust Jay. He don't trust
Solo or even Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
He don't have nowhere to go, and that could give him time. If he want to take a break, he can go.
Oh, and he deserve it. 2 years of champion.
He could be like, I can't do this. That'll be a perfect way to go out. And just go.
Sammy, yeah. We thinking of everybody, all the names. Sami Zayn took him down.
And he infiltrated the bloodline.
They called him the master strategist.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And that's exactly what he did. He strategized and took the bloodline down.
He took him down. Yep. He could shut them that whole thing, like I said, in one night.
Easy.
Man, they'll be so discombobulated, all of them would.
You know,
even Jay vouched for him. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And that's another thing. Roman be pissed off at Jay.
He gonna be pissed off at Jay because
he
vouched for him.
And the killer part, Jay was right the first time.
Mm-hmm.
He was right the first time. When he tried to tell y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all didn't want to listen to him. And then when he went the other way, now what?
And then the War Games, where Jay finally said, you know what? You all right. Jay gave him his approval. And then this happens.
And he screwed y'all.
Yeah. And Roman looking at Jay, that's the first person he gonna look at.
Oh yeah. He going right after. Yeah, and then Jimmy gonna have to jump in.
It's just gonna be a
big host. Everybody nobody trusts each other.
Mm-mm.
And Roman could be like, wait. Whose side y'all on?
Right.
And everybody just walk off.
But a civil war, turmoil.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody just walk off, and Roman could stand there by himself. Like, is this what it is? This what we doing?
Right.
Turmoil.
Oh,
that could be. See, we basically just told us. See, and they hiring all these $1 million writers. Look how easy we did that.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if that was the case, this is one of those stories that could just keep. It pretty much writes itself.
Yeah. And that crowd mouth will be. I mean, they'll drop to the floor.
Yes. As soon as the ref hit that last three,
ooh,
it's silence. You thought it was silence when Undertaker's streak got broke.
Broke, right.
Because you can imagine though, $80-some thousand dome getting quiet.
Right.
Yes, and we were there for that, ladies and gentlemen. For those there who was not in the Superdome for WrestleMania 30, I want you to picture this big Superdome.
Yes, it is huge, y'all.
80-some thousand plus people silent.
Mm-hmm.
When the Undertaker streak got broken, and this with the music playing. Mm-hmm. You don't hear nothing. With the music playing, you can still hear a pin drop.
Mm-hmm.
Now, can you imagine? Just think about that. If that story was to happen, if Sami Zayn was to beat Roman Reigns out of everybody and took the title, but we all know what's really going to happen in real life. But let's be, like I said, let's do some
fantasy book this. Yeah,
fantasy book. That's the word. That's the phrase.
Yeah.
You think about that, because to me, I would have ran it that way. Right. I would have did it. And if it didn't work, I can easily fix it. But again, sometimes you gotta listen to the people. But I don't think they trust it that much. Like I said, even if Cody wasn't there, I don't think they trust it. They got confidence enough in him to do stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
But to be the undisputed champion, they still have no idea what they want to do with the belts being split.
Because then the Usos defend the Raw tag titles.
They're doing it with those, but as far as them singles belts, they still don't have an idea. Whatever happened to they were supposed to get one set of belts. Whatever happened to that?
Yeah.
They were supposed to have an episode of Raw where Roman's supposed to come in and give them brand new belts. There's supposed to be just one set of belts, but it's supposed to be on black straps.
Right.
What happened to them? So we gonna. I'm just real curious to see what is Sammy gonna do, because we know Roman walking out the door champion.
Oh yeah.
We know
Of
this.
course. Absolutely.
The question is how. I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if he go through with it. Because I think after that trial, I really think he got a lot on his mind.
Yeah.
But I really think he got a lot on his mind. He got a lot to think about.
That's true.
But we are definitely going to find out. Because it's what do they call it? It's time. It's that road to WrestleMania. New year. About to start getting good. So now Triple H about to get a whole 12 calendar years or 12 calendar months to run this. No issues. Let's see what you got.
What's that? Talking about the
Yeah, let's see what you got on these pay-per-views.
Yeah. Now because see, Chamber, like the Chamber, that's gonna be in Money in the Bank gonna be in England. For the first time. They're going back in what, long time, been like forever.
Elimination Chamber. And speaking of that, Elimination Chambers in Canada.
Elimination Chambers in Canada. Oh boy.
They see there? Elimination Chambers in Canada. Who's from Canada? Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
It just playing it. I mean, it's writing itself, like you said. It's just all this is writing itself.
All of it's writing itself. So you think they'll do Roman and Sammy for the title?
Look, man, the way we talking, it looked like it could happen, but in reality, it's not. I think our hearts is telling us that. Our hearts saying it should, but our heads are saying it's not.
I'm rooting for it. I know he ain't gonna win in that chamber, but he could put on a hell of a match.
Oh yeah.
Cause it's about to get real.
Oh yes. Most definitely.
That's about to get real. But I got to show, like I said, as far as matches go, short card, I think it's still gonna be I think it's gonna be good. Like I said, we've had a few rumbles. It was a couple snooze fests. And you got to try to run 3 hours.
Just make them lengthy. Make the rumbles lengthy. Keep it lengthy.
Make them lengthy or make them entertaining.
Entertaining too, yeah.
Don't make them lengthy to make them entertaining. So we shall see. It's Saturday night. Peacock. Like I say, it's start our road to WrestleMania. But before we roll out here, let me mention a couple things. We'll not be doing a Bad Sumente 5 questions of the week. This time around, you're gonna get something different. I'm throwing something a little different. You're gonna get a top 5, but you're gonna get something called the top 5 Memphis champions. And what this was a poll done by the Get Snap Galaxy of the top 5 best Memphis champions of all time. Y'all voted this in. And when y'all voted in, I went and did the research. So this will take the place of it for Sunday. Not gonna tell you who they are. If you're smart enough, you might even know who a couple of them are. But the titles that you're gonna see on that list, when you read it, these are titles that they only held in Memphis, not everything that they held outside of it. It's just their Memphis territory championships. But it's the top 5 Memphis champions. Like I said, it's going to replace this upcoming episode of the Bass Two Man TV's 5 Questions of the Week. And you're also going to get another episode of the Get Snap podcast, Throwback Edition, as well. With that being said, before we roll out, anything you want to tell the people before we roll out?
Yeah, I wanted to say this. We were just talking about the fantasy booking, and last night on AEW, the Mark Briscoe Jay Lethal match. That was a great match, but I would have done it a little bit differently. Okay, now I would have had them up first and gave them maybe 20, 25 minutes. All that would have been commercial free. I would have made that commercial free for that match and put the Bryan Danielson segment on last. That's what I would have done. Now I understood why they put it at the main event. I get it. So that way they could put on the clinic. Mark and Jay Lethal. They could have put on the clinic. That's why I would have done that. Put 20 minutes commercial free. 20, 25 minutes commercial free.
I'm glad you brought that before we get out here. I got a question for you. I'm sure you saw this flyer. Somebody put it out there. Would you, as Super Card of Honor, do Claudio Castagnoli, Mark Briscoe for the Ring of Honor World Title?
Yeah, but I can see what's gonna happen though. If it did, I could. That scenario is gonna be pretty much, that's a giveaway. It's kind of like the thing with Kerry and David Von There when David passed, and they had the title match between Kerry and Rick. It's kind of like that. They have Mark win the belt, because there'll be the two brothers that held the Ring of Honor title.
Because Mark never held it. Mark was tag champ, television champ.
Right.
He was 6-man. See, he's never done, so he needs the world title so he can be. He could be up there with his brother. But I saw a lot of people saying, the only reason they'll do it because of Mark. I mean, nobody said that when Ray did it. Ray won it because of Eddie.
Right.
I mean, you got to think about it. It's wrestling. Because are you really, quote unquote, winning anything?
Right.
Let's think about it for a minute. Are you really winning? Somebody's telling you you're gonna win it. Are you really winning? So why not do it?
Mm-hmm.
We're not saying he gotta hold it forever.
Right. Just do that for his brother, real. And then see, another cool thing, Warner Brothers, I'm glad they finally came to their senses. They said he could be on AEW television moving forward.
And here's the thing: it was never Mark. Mark was never the problem.
Mark was never the problem. Right.
Mark was never the problem. And I was glad they actually showed stuff with Jay on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what Tony Khan said. I don't know what happened, but at least
kudos to him. Yeah,
kudos that he fought for that. So that was mad respect. But yeah, I could see them doing that.
So we're gonna see Mark on television. I don't think
Claudio would mind dropping it to him.
Oh, of course not. Of course not.
That would definitely be something to have that match. I mean, build up to it. Don't just make the match, just build up to it. And he can say, I'm doing this for my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And he could just fight his way to the title.
Right.
And they're gonna have a hell of a match.
Yeah, now he could be on AEW television too. Moving forward. So WB let him go ahead and put him on television. It's like he can be on television. So yeah. I would love to see that. The Briscoe, Mark Briscoe, they're gonna still have the same music, everything. They reach for the sky and all that. He gonna still do that. All that's gonna be for his brother. So I can see matches with him and the best friends and all that type stuff.
I'm just curious to see now what they're gonna do with the tag belt.
Yeah.
I think they should take those specific titles,
And
retire
retire.
those, and just
Mm-hmm.
go back to those ones they had before, those big ones that they had.
Yeah.
Those up to date ones that they had, just go back to those. I
Mm-hmm.
think, and I agree with what a lot of people said. A lot of podcasters said it. They should do a Jay Briscoe tag team invitational every year.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely agree with a lot of podcasters. I mean, definitely keep his memory alive. I'm sure they're definitely going to do that.
Oh yeah, of course.
But I'm curious to see what they're going to do moving forward with Mark. I'm curious to see, does he even want another partner?
It depends, but like I said, he's not. I don't think he's. I think he's still in mourning right now. So
If he tag teams with anybody, it'll probably be Eddie Kingston. I know they had a good relationship.
yeah,
I mean, if he does it with anybody, I can see it being Eddie Kingston.
Kingston. Yeah.
But I think he'll probably, I think he probably wouldn't. I think he'll probably just,
Just stay single, Russell.
stay
Yeah.
single. But we shall see. But we about to go and get out of here. Again, as always, we definitely appreciate y'all for supporting us. Appreciate y'all showing us all this love on YouTube with these views, man. I'm definitely shocked. So keep supporting us. Continue to like, share, and subscribe to the page. Tell your friends about it. Tell your friends about it. Come on, tell them come on in. Come and
All is
join in all the
fine.
fun.
That's right.
Come with this fun. Saying we doing this for y'all. Love doing it. We gonna keep on doing it. But you guys enjoy your weekend. Be blessed. I'm the bad Superman. He is the notorious Antoine Smooth. This has been the Gift Snap Podcast, and we are out of here.
Peace.